What's wrong?
This is the last episode of Checkpoint.
Nick, it's all right, because we'll always have each other. Now Checkpoint.
Original X-Man Bobby Drake, aka Iceman, was revealed to be gay in a recent issue of All New X-Men. This is not the same Iceman that fans have been reading since the 60s. It's the original Bobby Drake, pulled from the past to the present by Beast after Cyclops killed Professor Xavier to teach a lesson. It's a weird time travel plot. Welcome to comic books. Series writer Brian Michael Bendis told CNN his reasoning for the change in character, saying that there are, quote, thousands if not millions of stories of people who, for many different reasons, felt the need to hide their sexuality. The X-Men, with the conceit of time travel, give us a fascinating platform to examine such personal journeys. This is just the first little chapter of a much larger story that will be told. There's no telling what this means for the modern version of Iceman or the series as a whole, but if anything can be said for certain, it is that this will definitely be an interesting story.
Following the recent reveal of Star Wars Battlefront and the Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, some new interesting details about the game have been released. It turns out the AT-ATs will be on rails. In a conversation with a fan on Reddit, a DICE producer said, "That's 100% a game design decision. Nothing else. I won't go into details, I didn't make the decision, but just remember that full freedom, etc. doesn't always equal fun." This statement has ignited a backlash from the online community who are upset with the idea of DICE not putting enough freedom into the third installment of such a classically loved series. The public has still yet to receive an actual gameplay trailer, so until then, we'll just have to keep believing the Force will guide this game to greatness.
Coming this fall to a comic book store near you is DC Superhero Girls, a new comic book initiative that creates a universe designed just for, surprisingly, girls. The series will follow female heroes and villains from DC Comics before they discover their full powers and potentials. Some of the characters featured include Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and many more. In a statement, DC President Diane Nelson said that DC Entertainment is home to the most iconic and well-known superheroes, including Wonder Woman, Supergirl, and Batgirl. DC Superhero Girls represents the embodiment of our long-term strategy to harness the power of our diverse female characters. The creation of this series extends beyond just comic books. Other media involved with it includes TV specials, made-for-videos, books, and much more through 2016.
Gamestop has recently invested some of its capital into what it's calling the Power to the Scholars program. This program is essentially a scholarship fund made up of $100,000 to help its employees pursue higher education. Anytime between May 1st and June 19th, Gamestop workers will be able to apply for the $2,500 scholarships that will go towards education expenses. To meet the requirements of the program, an employee must have worked at GameStop for at least 1 year and have a minimum grade point average of 3.0. This isn't the first program the popular game retailer has started to assist its employees. In 2012, the company established its Gamer Fund program, which financially assists employees facing hardship from tragic and isolated events. Gamer Fund's president, Mike Buskey, commented on the scholarship saying, "The Power to the Scholars program will enable us to help employees achieve great things in their careers, their lives, and their families."
More and more Spider-Man news is coming out, as Sony announced a Spider-Man animated film set for a July 2018 release date. LEGO Movie and 21 Jump Street directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller are apparently on board to write and produce, but they are not set to direct as of right now. The film will apparently coexist within the live-action Spider-Man films, however, it will exist independently of the projects in the live-action Spidey universe. Producers for the film include series veterans Avi Arad and Matt Tolmack, as well as former Sony Picture chairperson Amy Pascal. I, more than anyone, can appreciate more Spider-Man in my life. All that I ask is that it somehow includes the spectacular Spider-Man theme song.
In other Spider-Man news, according to The Wrap, Marvel has narrowed down the actor to replace Andrew Garfield as the iconic webhead. This group of rising actors includes Nat Wolff, Asa Butterfield, Tom Holland, and Timothy Chalamet, as well as Liam James. Sony is preparing to make test offers next week, making a final decision in the next 2 to 3 weeks. This doesn't necessarily mean the actor they choose will be set in stone, as it may take longer to finalize an actual deal. Marvel picked up the rights from Sony recently to use Spider-Man in one of their cinematic universe movies, and it is expected that this will be Captain America: Civil War. Who do you want to play Spider-Man? Let us know in the comments below. So Nick, it's the last episode we're ever going to be on Checkpoint together. You want to go out to celebrate? big day?
Not tonight, man. I really appreciate the offer. It's just not.
You'll never go out with me, ever, ever! Ugh, what a jerk. Well, that wraps up our show for tonight. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and at bytebsu.com. And remember, if you forget something, you always have a checkpoint.